People are probably like, oh my god, I can't believe she's promoting boxed cakes and canned icing. We're in quarantine, you guys. Like, we have to make do. This is survival mode. I think I like that one better than the vanilla strawberry one that I made. They're definitely cookie-ish, and they're definitely cakey-ish. It's the perfect combination of cookie and cakey. They're cakey and they're kooky. They're all together whoopie. The birthday whoopie pie. Did-it-it-it. 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 All right, enough of me playing around. Let's get to making birthday cake whoopie pies. But first, a tofu update. Just give me about 2 minutes because I'm making tofu. Yes, I'm making tofu. I spent the whole entire weekend trying to master tofu from homemade soy milk, and I think I figured it out. So once I give you the quick rundown of what I deduced from that whole chaos situation last week, starting with homemade soy milk all the way through to the tofu disaster, we're going to make, what am I even gonna call them? Cookie cake sandwiches. But first, take a look at how easy it is to make tofu from homemade soy milk. I've got my soy milk just coming up to a boil. We're gonna pop that baby onto a simmer. I'm gonna add just half of my coagulant and see how it goes. We're doing this in real time, you guys, because I want you to see just how masterful I have become at making tofu. I worked all weekend on this. It was soybean hell in my kitchen all weekend, but I figured it out. And basically what I think has happened was that I decided on Monchichi's recipe for homemade soy milk. And if you saw me make that video, hers was basically just to drink as a breakfast drink. So she was boiling and boiling the soybeans. And I think that was where my problem was. Maybe, perhaps, somehow I was boiling out, I mean, I don't even know if this is a real thing, but like maybe somehow I was boiling out too much of the protein or boiling out too much of something that was prohibiting my homemade soy milk then to coagulate into tofu later. Because what I've done now is just taken the raw soaked soybeans with the water in the blender and made soy milk raw like that. So, you know, and it's funny because one of my commenters, and you know who you are, you literally commented that like the same minute that I was like, you know what, maybe it's because I'm cooking these soybeans first and I shouldn't be doing that. So, you know, I don't know why I decided on Monchichi's recipe. And so anyway, after a lot of trial and error, and you saw me do the error on that crazy video, just real quick, I'm gonna add in the rest of the coagulant because it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. See, I did it. It totally works, you guys, and it's seriously only been like, what? I mean, a couple of minutes, and most of the time was just waiting for the soy milk to come up to a boil. So I've added the coagulant, we've got curd, it's amazing, and like, look, my kitchen is not even a wreck, because seriously, all I need, I've discovered, is I have a really fine mesh strainer. I'm gonna strain it, whoops. I am going to strain it right into here, get rid of the whey, and then it still only makes a tiny little baby ridiculous amount, but anyway, it works. Press it or don't press it. Let it cool, and then I'm gonna taste it. Actually, I wanna taste it now. It's good. I have eaten so much tofu in the last 3 days, it's insane. And now, who wants to make, what did I call them? cookie cake sandwiches? Cookie cake sandwiches. Oh God, I can't come up with a better name than that. And it's actually not even really my recipe. I am spinning it off from someone else. Let me get rid of this camera. All right, so Shauna from Vegan The Way. These amazing chocolate cake cookies. And they're like, I think 3 ingredients, right? Yeah. 3 ingredients, and one of those ingredients is a box of cake mix. However, she's calling them cookies, and I gotta be honest, to me, they're more like whoopie pies, because to me, a cookie should be really like kind of crispy, and they weren't really. They were more cakey, in my opinion. So even though they're amazing, even by themselves, and if you guys don't decide to take it through and do like what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jazz them up, and I'm actually turning them more into whoopie pies, and that's why I'm calling them cookie cake sandwiches. All right, super simple, you guys. I've got everything measured out the way that she specifies. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Got my cake mix with a little bit of a tweaked up ingredient as per her instruction. There goes my flax eggs and oil. I did this the other night. I wonder if I used a wooden spoon and not a whisk. I think I did use a wooden spoon. 3 ingredients. If you've got a box cake mix, and if you're vegan, you've definitely got flax seeds and some oil, and like that's it. It's pretty much like, you know what it reminds me of? Pâte à choux dough. So yeah, it's definitely cookie dough-ish, and we are gonna scoop these. She recommends to put them into the fridge to chill before you bake, but I had no patience and I didn't wait, and I baked them right away. And so here's the little lesson that I learned, because I did save some and I popped it in the fridge and I made more the next day from chilled dough. So what I found was that when I baked it fresh from mixing, they were more cakey. But when I chilled the dough and I baked the rest of it the next day, it did get a more crispy outside. So that's where you will get more of a cookie-ish kind of a texture on the outside, but the inside still stays really super cakey. So whichever way you like to do it, if you want them more cakey, don't chill them. If you want them more crispy on the outside, chill them. And I'll tell you, you should go visit her blog. She's got a nice blog. Just this blog post alone, she has a lot of really good information of all different cake mixes that are actually vegan. So definitely go check her out. Ooh, these smell good. You know, and I did the test the other night with just the vanilla cake. I didn't do chocolate. So yeah, I have a feeling I'm gonna love the chocolate ones. If I liked the vanilla ones as much as I did, I'm gonna love these chocolate ones. Commented once, why don't you show the oven shot of you putting the food into the oven? I was like, bro, seriously, do you know what it takes to pull off these videos of making this food, the different camera angles, all by myself, for free? There you go. I know, it was all excuses as to why I couldn't do this shot and that shot and why I didn't do it this way and that way. I was exhausted, you guys. I was literally exhausted making those videos the way that I was making them. This is way more fun. And speaking of free, thank you so much as always to all my amazing patrons and my PayPal pals. You guys are awesome. And I do have a couple of new patrons lately, and so thank you so much. I swear, it's so humbling, and so I appreciate you guys so much, because it still does cost money for me to keep my blog open and available, free to the public. Like, it's not free to have a blog on the website. So it's way less money now, though, that I got rid of the non-vegan blog, but it still does cost money to have these recipes available to you guys, and I do always offer my my support 24/7, like Facebook, my Gmail, on the blog. Like, I answer your questions all the time. So thank you so much to all of my new supporters and to all of you guys who have stuck around for all of this time. Especially a couple months ago, I said I was going to shut this whole thing down. Well, not shut it down. I just said I wasn't going to be filming new videos anymore. And surprise, quarantine lockdown, here I am. I've been filming more than ever. So, and I've gained some new patrons and PayPal pals. So thank you guys so much. It's really awesome, especially because I'm not really going at it so seriously as I was before with showing like step-by-step real deal tutorials like I used to. Of course, all of those recipes and videos are still available, but the way that I've been filming the last couple of months has just been so random and chaos. It's vlog style, of course, but I really feel like you guys like it better. I definitely like it better, and I know I keep saying this in every vlog, but it just feels like I have way more support now than I did when I was trying so hard to make this a business. So to me, it's just a little bit strange. It was like I'm having so many more people supporting me now than they were when I was really trying to do this for real. So anyway, without getting all long-winded like I know that I can, just thank you guys so much. And if you do think you can help support for as little as $1 a month to keep this channel going and to keep the free recipes out there at GretchensVeganBakery.com, it would be most appreciated. And the links are below. Okay. So there they go. They only take about 10 minutes to bake. Let's see. See? Nice and golden brown on the bottom. And I already made up my buttercream recipe. Now, most of you guys know I have, I think, 5 recipes for buttercream on my blog. Best vegan buttercream you will ever taste. And it is so easily flavorable, which we're going to do now too. I've already taken a little small portion of it and turned it into peanut butter. Now, I just used peanut butter powder because it makes it more stable, but you can totally add regular peanut butter to it for peanut butter buttercream. I have a teensy tiny little bit of strawberry buttercream left over from my recent strawberry cake recipe. If you guys haven't seen that or made that yet, you are totally missing out on an amazing strawberry cake recipe. And I have in the freezer, I just found this, like I didn't even know it was in the freezer. And I can't even remember what I used this for. This is chocolate hazelnut buttercream. And I can't for the life of me remember what I used this for. But my point for telling you this is that this has been in the freezer for probably well over 6 months. I didn't even know it was in there, so I took it out today. And I was like, oh God, this is gonna be horrible. I tasted it, it's freaking amazing. So if you guys are wondering how long my buttercream recipe lasts in the freezer, like forever. I also made up some ganache from chocolate chips, which I don't like doing, but I don't have any real chocolate left. So you can see here, I don't like making the ganache from chocolate chips, but I did it anyway, and this is why I don't like making it. It actually is a bit grainy, so I always use real chocolate couverture whenever I make my ganache. Obviously it works if you use chocolate chips, but I don't love it. I already tasted the chocolate one. Oh my God, Shauna, what a great idea this is. See, I can't even wait. What a good little snack, and so easy. And of course, if you didn't want to make my buttercream recipe, I mean, we're already doing box cakes. You might as well grab a can of icing. I mean, I know people are probably like, oh my God, I can't believe she's promoting box cakes and canned icing. We're in quarantine, you guys. Like, we have to make do. This is survival mode. No, I definitely recommend you make my buttercream if you have not already. All right, let's get to filling these cute little things up. I'm gonna stop talking. It doesn't look that good though. See? and I have to think it through. If I'm gonna post this on the blog, it can't look ugly or else people aren't gonna wanna make it. No matter how delicious it tastes, if it looks this way, they're gonna be like, no thanks. I think I'm gonna go all vanilla. So it's gonna be chocolate and vanilla birthday cake whoopie pies. That's the name of this video. You guys get the idea that you can totally do this with any flavors you want. You don't need me to show you all of these different flavors because I want my blog post to look really pretty. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me again. I really wanted to come back on and give you my tofu update if you followed me from all that chaos from the other day. But more importantly, thank you Shauna from Vegan the Way blog. Links will be below this video for my blog and her recipe as well. And that's it for today. Until next time, happy vegan baking, guys. Bye for now. So I'm going to eat the ugly double chocolate coconut one. I haven't tried the chocolate yet. That's really good. I think I like that one better than the vanilla strawberry one that I made. That's actually really good.